I'm Anindya Ghose. I'm a professor of Information Operations and Management Science at NYU Stern School of Business. My research interests are in the economics of digital marketing and social media. And what I normally do with my research is build consumer level models, analyzing how consumers behave and the choices they make, and what companies learn from the choices consumers make in the domain of social media, digital advertising, mobile marketing, and so on. So, what I find most exciting in social media is the fact that we are now in a situation where lots of consumer level data is being generated in multiple platforms. And we, as companies and businesses, we are in a situation where we can actually harness all of this data and make meaningful inferences out of it to optimize our marketing strategy, advertising, and so on. There are a number of areas in the social media and digital marketing context that are exploding now simply because there's all this tons of data being generated and a lot of granular information that one can extract from all of this data. So one of the areas that excites me a lot is mobile. So what I find most exciting about mobile is that we are in this nascent industry where businesses are trying to experiment with what kind of advertising would work best in the mobile platform. Okay? Mobile has a number of unique attributes that make it distinct from other kind of digital media like laptops or PCs. For example, location, the fact that mobile is by construction is portable and it's ubiquitous. What is important for businesses to figure out and understand is how should context and location be combined to target relevant users using different kinds of ads. And then taking it one step deeper, what is also interesting is what kind of ads should users be exposed to? Should these ads be embedded in the apps that most users are not familiar with as opposed to exposing them to ads on different media like videos or SMS-based campaigns. Another interesting area in this platform is about attribution modeling, which is most users in today's world are kind of exposed to the same ad on multiple platforms. So I see a given ad in the offline context, in books, in magazines or journals, and I see the same ad on TV, and I see or hear about the same ad on radio. And I've also been exposed to this on different online platforms like search advertising or display advertising and mobile. The question is that we haven't yet been able to answer, and it's pretty non-trivial, is which of these platforms most effectively contributed to any conversion or sales that has happened. So is it the case that if I saw the ad last on TV, should TV be credited with the conversion of the sales that occurred? Presumably not, because the other media have had a non-trivial role to play in this context. One can sort of think about this in more detail, but this is one of the areas that I find exciting about, and frankly, there has been no credible metric that's been able to, either model or analyze attribution in this context. A third area that I find excited about is the rise of what we call cloud funding platforms. Especially in markets like the US and Southeast Asia, and increasingly, possibly even in India, we are witnessing a phenomena where individuals, complete strangers, contribute to a given idea floated by a possible entrepreneur. So let's say if I wanted to produce a movie and I have a great idea but I don't have the funds for it, I would go to a platform like Kickstarter and then describe what the movie is all about, and then hope that strangers pitch in with their contributions. And in fact, this is turning out to be one of the most successful phenomena in this particular in the industry of social media, because Kickstarter last year raised about $75 million alone in crowdfunding. And one can get into details about how companies can benefit from this, especially in the Indian context. But at the very least, you can think about how this might, as crowdfunding takes off, this might lead to more entrepreneurs and more successful startups, and then so on and so forth.